Hello guys, and today we're going to be talking about the 1.16 Nether update and basically everything you have to know about it. Okay, so first of all, there's a new wallpaper for the opening one. We'll check that out on the end. And then there's a new material called netherite ingot. Um, so basically, how do you get this? This is ancient debris, and this can be found like in the nether. If you go mining, it's not exposed, so you need to mine a little bit to find this. Once you find this, you can put it in a furnace or a blast furnace and smelt it, and you'll get this netherite scrap. Then you can put it in a crafting bench, and in this format, 4 netherite scrap and 4 gold to make a netherite ingot. Now you can use this netherite ingot to make a netherite block using this crafting recipe, and it even works with beacons. So let's just and you can use this to make tools and armor. So you can add it to your sword or tools to make netherite tools. You can add it to your armor to make netherite armor. They do retain the enchantment, as you just saw. You can make tools and you can make armor, which looks really cool. And the good thing about it is these things don't burn in lava, as you can see here. And these are the items that don't burn in lava. Basically anything that has to do anything with netherite. They are movable by pistons, and they are also blast resistant, so that's really useful. Yeah, so this is the smithing table GUI like this. And yeah, so now there are some biomes in Nether which we are going to check out later. Basically the first biome is the Crimson Forest, which has these new blocks. This is the Crimson Nilium, which is kind of the dirt block of the Nether. And if you take bone meal and netherite block right next to Crimson Nilium, it will become a Crimson Nilium. As you can see here, it does not work like this. It has to be adjacent to a Crimson Nilium block. Yeah, so these are the weeping vines that come from the top. You can't get them by just smashing, so you need a shears, and you can shear them off and get them. And these are the crimson roots, the crimson fungus, and we have a new wooden block, which is the crimson stem. And this is the planks version, the strip version, and the hi-fi version. This is a nether wart block, which is used for the leaves for these. And there's also the shroom light, which is a new type of block. You don't need any special tool to get this. You can just punch it with your fist and get it. Now the same way there's also the warped forest, which the same way you can just bone meal and get it. You can't bone meal this. There is the warped stem, the warped planks, the strip version and the hi-fi version. And shroom light also is found here. There is again crimson fungus, a warped fungus, nether sprouts, warped roots, and twisting vines. This is interesting because you can climb these. And this is the new block, which is the warped wart block, and you can also climb these. And now for the woods. The woods behave the same way, and these woods don't burn from lava, and they have like these cool variants, trapdoor, and everything you can have in wood except boats. It's a little bit disappointing. And yeah, now there's another thing which you can combine a warped fungus on a stick, and this can be used for riding the strider, which is a new mob that's in the lava. It's cold when it's not in lava, so has this purplish kind of shape, but if you put it in the lava, it's has red color. And you need a saddle for this. You put a saddle on it and you can ride it like this. It's quite fast. You need the warp fungus on a stick to ride it. It's just like a horse, just like a pig actually. You need a carrot on a stick. It's like that basically. So not much there. Now there's a new music disc which is called Pig Step by Lena Rain. I'm not gonna like play it because there are countless videos. And there's also this can be obtained in something called a Bastion Remnant, which we'll see later. There's the new chain block, which is great, and this is the crafting recipe for it. So yeah, I'll just make one. So it's made like this. And now this is a new block called the Soul Soil block. You are not slow on this block, you can go as normal, and it's found in another biome that's called the Soul Sand Valley. And the good part about it is if you put fire on a soul soil block, it becomes blue, and even on soul sand, whereas if you put it on any other, it just so there's like a soul torch, a soul campfire, and a soul lantern, which the chain block actually it matches. And the crafting recipes are simple. This is soul sand or soul soil, coal or charcoal, and the stick to get a soul torch. To get a soul campfire, you just need a soul sand or soul soil, any type of log. It can even be the new ones, and sticks. And for the soul lantern, you just need nuggets and a soul torch. There's also this new block. It's the nether gold ore. It's found in the nether waste, like almost all biomes. You can find it just over there. Like if you silk touch it, you can get this block, but if you fortune it, you can get gold nuggets. Or if you just mine it with a regular pickaxe, you can get gold nuggets. So this is actually not a new block, it's a nether brick, but there's a cracked nether brick version of it and a chiseled nether brick version of it, which has a wither skeleton here, and I think that's really cool. This is the new basalt block, that the texture is like this, and you can either find it in another biome called the basalt delta, or you can just use this. So basically this is similar to a cobblestone generator, so that if lava touches blue ice when there is salt soil below it, then it forms basalt. So as you can see here, it forms basalt, and that's really cool. There's also a polished version of it which has a great texture again, and the crafting recipe is 4 basalt blocks. There's another new block called the crying obsidian block, and this can't be crafted, or you can get in loot chests, and you can use this to craft a respawn anchor. So this is how the respawn anchor looks, and the thing, you just need a glowstone. So suppose you're in the nether, and we all know you can't respawn in nether using a bed, because just don't do it. So suppose you're in the nether, you can put this down like this, and you can fuel it with glowstone, as you can see like this. And suppose you die, you'll respawn here, and 1 charge will go. There are 4 charges. Don't charge it more than 4 because it will explode. And this is blackstone, which is found in the bastion remnants and the basalt deltas. It's basically cobblestone of the nether. You can make slab stairs, you can make the polished version of it, and the chiseled version actually represents a piglin, which is a new mob. Then you can also make polished blackstone bricks, and there's also gilded blackstone, but if you take a pickaxe and mine it, you'll get the gilded blackstone. It doesn't give gold. And there's also the walls, fences, whatever you call them, and also basically pressure plate and a button. So it's basically the stone and cobblestone variant in the Nether. I hope that explained it. And a bug has been fixed, not a bug actually, just it looks better. Like in the previous versions there'll be holes if you make a wall like this, but now there are no holes, so that's really good. And now for the target block, one of my favorite blocks in the game. You can craft it like this: hay bale and redstone all around it. And basically what it does is, it can give a compact output when shot by an arrow, as you can see here, like that. And it depends, like the signal strength of this compact output depends on how close you are to the center. So if I put it in the center, you'll get a strong one, but if I put it in the corner, you'll get a very weak one. So, and redstone, the texture of redstone has been changed, so you can't really use it for blood anymore, but this is how it has been changed to the older versions. And the target block is categorized as a redstone component, unlike the piston. So it acts as the same way as a repeater. So you can do things like this. Suppose you want this, you don't need to have the delay. Like if I do this, there's a little bit of delay, but now there's no delay because the target block. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, you can see other people's videos to see how much it's useful. Now there's the lodestone block, which has a cool texture, and it can be crafted like this: chisel stone bricks all around and netherite ingot in the center. Basically, suppose you take a compass and right click the lodestone, you get a lodestone compass that always points towards the lodestone itself, like this. Even in item from, like this points towards spawn, but this points towards the lodestone. It's really useful, but it's costly obviously. And now there's a new banner which is called the snout. You can use it in a loom to create these kind of banners that it's not really that special, but it's nice. And obviously the new mobs, you have to be easy for this. There's a piglin that if you give gold to the piglin, it will trade you something. So let me just try quickly. Obviously he basically all these piglin, the zombified piglin, hoglin and the zoglin, they all have, look, he just gave me 4 soul sand. Okay, they all spawn in Nether naturally, but if you get a piglin or a hoglin into the overworld, they become a zombified piglin, as you can see here. So this is how the piglin looks. This is how the zombified piglin looks, like it's a replacement for the pigman. This is how the hoglin looks, and this is how the zombified hoglin looks. And the zombified hoglin and hoglin fight each other. Yeah. Okay, there's the new enchantment, the soul speed enchantment. There are soul speed 1, soul speed 2 and soul speed 3. If you put it on your boots, basically you can run faster on soul sand because you get slowed down. And let's just go to the Nether. Yeah, so now I'm gonna take you through all the biomes. The Nether waste biome is just the biome that we're all used to, just a normal biome. Now the crimson forest and the warp forest, basically this is how it looks. This is the crimson forest, and it has the netherwort block and has the leaves, and the crimson stem as the stem, and it has this cool like aura, I guess, and this particle effect. It's really cool. You find the crimson for fungus and all, and the same thing for the aura changes. Same thing for the warped forest. It has it's really cool actually. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a little Yeah, so this is how it looks. And if you see here, the shroom light actually is kind of below, like here, it spawns here. So that's how you get shroom light. Let's go back. Yeah, so now there's also the soul sand valley. Yeah, so this is how the soul sand valley looks. There are these fossil um, fossils here which are made of bone blocks, and gas spawn here. Like the gas spawning is a little bit emphasized here, and obviously fire, blue fire. And there are these kind of basalt like pillars, I would say, on soul sand valley. It's like really cool, and there are patches of soul sand everywhere. Yeah, okay, and this is the basalt delta, the last one. If you see here, just the basalt delta is like full of basalt and blackstone occasionally, and it's like a real like mess. And blackstone can be used to craft stone tools. So it's just like cobblestone. Yeah, so this is the basalt delta. Even on the top, you can see that there's basalt, and it's quite cool. It's quite cool. We're done with all the biomes. Now there are obviously other stuff in the Nether. There's the Bastion Remnant, which is really cool again, and the loot table is also really good. In the Bastion Remnants, you can find magma cube spawners. So now we can actually make a farm for magma cubes, and that's really cool. I'll just go to spectator mode, and you can see here that the double chest here, and this is kind of the loot which you can get: obsidian, soul speed, netherite scrap, crying obsidian, and golden armor, some string and nuggets occasionally. You can also get the snout banner pattern or even the pick step one. And yeah, there's another one here, and what I like the most is this unable to open. uh, yeah, you can get the lodestone here, so you don't need to craft it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, there are 4 different types of bastion remnants. Not sure which one is that, but if we go here, there's another one right here. So this is another type of bastion remnant that can come, and you can see it's pretty big. I think this is the biggest one. And if I just go to spectator mode, you can see that it's really big. It has these cave systems, and these bastion remnants are the primary place for blackstone to spawn, and that's really cool. And here they've used the chain block for the lantern. It looks really cool too. Like everything is really cool here. Yeah, so this is the outside. You're just gonna go back. And I feel like that's it. This is the Nether update 1.16. I'm glad you watched, and there have been some other changes too, like there was some technical changes, some bug fixes, and basically zero tick farming has been nerfed, so you can't zero tick farm now, which is kind of sad, but everyone knew it was too overpowered, so it had to happen. And even AFK fish farms, they were also a little bit OP, so that got nerfed. You can't AFK fish farm anymore, but you can fish in like the sea and all. And even there have been some changes to wither roses, so now mobs can't spawn in wither roses anymore, and that changes a lot of things for designs and all. um, for iron farms, there's been a small change, that is that the villagers, like in some villages there are like 30 iron golems just standing there. So there's a ratio or something that when there are a lot of iron golems, more can't spawn. So it doesn't really affect iron farms that much, but yeah, it kinda does. And there's been a new this one new command added to the game, which is the locate biome one, which is really good. You can see like all the biomes here, really cool and all. And yeah, I mean, this is a big update. And if you are in the video, like, share, subscribe, I guess. um I hope you found this interesting, and yeah, bye.